What's up, guys? In this video I wanted to go over what add-ons and things that I'm using in live version right now and where I'm going to be headed in Mists of Pandaria, at least with add-ons and everything like that. I'm a huge add-on person. I really think they're important to absolutely do the best that you can do, so check this out. Okay, first off we got LVUI. That is the mainstay. That's got your chat windows, it's got your grid, it's got your bartender, it's got your unit frames, it's got your class timers, it's got trinket timers, it's got pretty much tidy plates. It's got pretty much everything that you need as a starting out raider to kind of be successful. If you can get that with recount, DBM, and healbot, that's pretty much my raiding foursome of add-ons that I need to have. I need to have my healbot because I don't want to have to click individual targets or F2, F1. I don't want to have to mess with that. All I want to do is just mouse over them, click my spell, and then I'm good to go and it's going off already. I don't have to worry about it. It's extra time, it's reaction time that you don't need to waste. The biggest thing for healers is they have to sit there, they click the guy, and then they cast the heal, and they're losing this valuable time. If you ever hear about snipe healing or anything like that, you have to have an add-on like this in order to do it. You cannot be a reactionary healer without an add-on like Voodoo or Healbot or something, or Grid. You know, whatever one you use that you feel is the best is fine, but you really do, in order to raid heroically and to raid at the top of your game, especially as a Resto Druid with all the spells and the hots and everything that you have to keep up, that extra time that you don't have to waste by being able to just mouse over and then click whatever spell that you're doing is so huge. It wastes so much time to have to go back through and do it the other way. So Healbot is what I use. I think it's absolutely the best healing add-on out there right now. And again, you can have different ones. You know, Voodoo works as well. I've used those. I'm used to Healbot, so that's what I use. DBM, another one. You have to know when abilities are coming. You have to know what you're looking out for as healing, especially as a Resto Druid. You're not a reactionary healer. If you wait till everybody's at half health before you start throwing hots out, you're going to lose. You're not going to be as efficient as you need to be. You need to be on top of it at all times in order to be the best Resto Druid out there. The biggest thing for me is, again, what DBM says. If I say, okay, well, I know that in this phase, like especially in this fight with the Yorsaj fight, or the Zanaz fight, sorry about that, I don't know why I said Yorsaj. Oh, probably because DS skinned all the bosses the same. Shh, don't tell Blizzard. Anyway, during the Zanaz fight, the black phase on normal mode, and again, this is just a pug that I got into just to pug it, just to get some footage for you guys. The black phase is when you want to be doing all your healing. The problem is you want to be making sure that your Trank, your Tree of Life, everything else is good to go, and then you want to know what you're doing in those phases. As you can see in this video, again, I'm not using any gear besides pretty much Heroic Firelands and some looking for raid. No gear drop for me again in this run on normal. I don't know why I even bother sometimes. But again, I'm still topping the meters over these other two who obviously aren't playing their classes properly, or they should have smoked me with some of their gear. Recount. I like to have recount open. As you can see, I have it on the lower right hand. On the other side where the other blank one is, I normally either have Omen or I have my raids DPS to recount, the little graph thing that you sometimes see in some of the videos. I have that over there. The reason I do that is because, especially when we're raiding and we're working on progression content, it's important to know, okay, if the boss has this much health, that means we need to be doing an average of this much DPS at all times. Yes, you're going to have burn phases, you're going to have everything else, but overall it needs to average out to be this in order to get the boss down before the berserk timer. So a lot of times, especially if you think your DPS isn't quite doing it, I always have that open to kind of judge myself on how that's going, and then I can leave my healbot on healing. The other way you can do it is, obviously, you can have the damage meters on and then have the HPS for your raid out on the side. Either way you want to do it doesn't matter, that's fine. Again, and the only other one I'm using is DBM to tell me when I'm doing that. Other than that, guys, those are the four main ones you're going to need to raid. Power auras can be very useful if you know how to use it. You can go on tutorials that'll teach you how to use those. Those are very effective add-ons as well. I do not have mine set up on the moment on live, just because I'm waiting for 5.0 to go live on the servers to really start messing with my add-ons, because we all know that when the expansion first hits, everything's broken. So I don't want to have to sit there and fix everything and have all these Lua errors and everything else. So anyway, guys, just wanted to go through and